What is up, guys? Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. Today we're going to be breaking into a little 13th colony, a little bourbon. Got a little notification there. But we're going to break into this one. This one, by the way, is not the cask strength. I know everybody wanted to get the cask strength. Didn't pick it up. Obviously, first, I haven't had the 13th colony yet. I haven't had any of their offerings. So before I drop 150, that's what I could have got it for. It's 150 for the cask strength. I figured let's go ahead and see what's their baseline at. What do they work with? This is obviously going to be a 95 proofer. It's not bad proof, and this was under $50. I believe this was on sale here in Jacksonville, Florida. So it was like $39.99. Now, granted, guy didn't even ring me up anyway, so I got it for the free. But that was his mistake. So obviously, I'm judging it to be under 50. Technically under 40, unless you count tax. So, but again, so for this one, just to give you guys a quick rundown of the mash bill. So this is actually a little bit different. This one's going to be 70% corn, like it, love it, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. Now, 13th Colony, by the way, is a little bit of newer distillery, right? They've been around, but not super long. They got some special stuff, bro. They got a double oak whiskey out there, but it's only allocated to Georgia. I believe they're in Georgia. I didn't look that up. I can look it up. Let's look it up. But I believe they're in Georgia. Yeah, they're in Georgia. So that would make sense of why it's allocated there, but that's what I was hoping for, is a little double oak action. And obviously we didn't get that. Eric says, damn, I've been wanting to try that 13 Colony. I mean, I've seen this bottle before in Florida, but it sells out pretty quick. But they always kind of get it back. It's always been one that I kind of overlooked, though, because I've never been, hey, let me grab this. You know, it's just kind of been put on the back burner. But when I saw the double oak come out, I was like, oh, I want that. So it's been on my radar a little bit since then. And then they just came out with the cask strength. The cask strength has been what everybody's talking about right now. A little too rich for my blood currently. So, ooh. Bro, the damn synthetic corks. Give me a real cork. I'm not asking for much. Is it cheaper? Are these cheaper or something? Is that why? You guys tell me. But yeah. Tuxedo says, I don't care if no one agrees, but that bottle is ridiculous. Just like the birthday bourbon bottles. And it's almost as bad as Willet pot stills. No, it's not as bad as the Willet pot stills. This one's a little bit more thicker, I'd say. It's more like, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the birthday bourbon, like a birthday cake. It's a little bit of a weird pour, I'd say. Like a weird pouring, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't dislike it. I think the yellow complements the bourbon color pretty well, so I'm here for it. See, Windows with Walls says, I like that bottle. Hey. I mean, I'm more of I like these a little bit more, like the tall wine style bottles. Those just feel better for me, but I'm here for it. Wow, okay. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into a little bit of the review portion, right? Try to be professional, right? As much as I can be. Eric says, nothing is as bad as a Willet pot still. The juice inside the Willet pot still is absolutely dog water. So, I mean, I'm not comparing this to Willet by any means. Now, for anybody that didn't catch it, this is going to be a 95 proofer, and I believe it's an age between 4 and 6 years. This is their 2024 release, by the way, if you guys are really just... What the fuck was that? If you guys are really curious about that. So, let's dive into this. Wow, what is that? Is that like... Bro, that's like fresh leather jacket, straight out the box. But not like in a bad way, right? It's like you just got a new belt leather. Brand new pair of boots, fresh leather. You take a little sniff in there. That's what this is like, except for You can get a little bit of the caramel, a little vanilla action, so it's like sweet leather. Only time you're gonna hear me say leather, in like a good way, I think. Yeah, but overall, nothing too much. I don't get any rye spice. I just get all leather, to be honest. That's different. That's different. I'm going to sit on that for a second. I'm going to catch up with the chat. Patrick says it's probably just to prevent the chances of the cork crumbling and the corking the drink and being able to reuse. Yeah, I understand that's probably more beneficial for them. I like me a good regular old cork. So, bro, it's like, I don't know how to describe it without it sounding bad, right? Because I feel like I'm eating and drinking a leather shoe, but it's not like leather that like kind of pushes you away where you're like, that's fucking gross, right? But that's what I would say is probably the most dominant piece in here is the leather part. But I had something else that had leather in it before, and it kind of turned me off. It was more like a smoky kind of leather that was just found in a dirt road somewhere. But this is a little bit better than that as far as like leather goes. On the palate portion, you get a little bit more of the rye, maybe a touch of cinnamon if I had to guess. But overall, I'm not gonna say I dislike it. I definitely think I would like the cast strength a little bit more because it feels like it's missing something. It feels like it's missing a little kick in the teeth, you know. So a double oak of this, depending on the price, because I have a feeling if they double oak it and it has that same leather note, I probably wouldn't like it. I feel like this balance of leather right here is about as far as you could possibly push it. So let's sit on it for a second. Let's dial back. Tuxedo says, tall and upright, very standard bottles for me. Bob Foot says, I'm not a fan of the leather notes. Have you had this one? Have you had the 13 Colony? Just the Southern bourbon whiskey, nothing, their baseline? Eric says, is that a rye? Depends on what you qualify. Rye has, I can't remember what it was. Let me go back. It has 21% rye, 70% corn, 9% malted barley. So it's mainly bourbon, but it has a little bit higher rye mash bill than most. Austin in the chat says, good afternoon, everybody. Austin, welcome to the stream, bud. Bobfoot says, haven't tried that, no. I'm going to say this is going to give it a pass. I would pick it up. Now, part of it's the price. Being under $50, that's a big plus for me. It's probably the only time I've enjoyed a leather note in my drinks, because it's like I would categorize everything else as like old leather, like old beat up leather. This is like new fresh leather, straight out the box. We're talking about alcohol and leather, guys. What the fuck are we doing? It's not a note that I typically go for by any means. I typically like sweeter stuff. A little bit on the higher proof side, I'd say. 105 to 115 is that sweet spot for me, but I like it. It's something cool to have on the shelf. For the price, I'd say it's a definite pickup. Just to have one. The question would be is where do they go from here? Is the double oak going to keep the same profile, just double oaked it? And how does that translate? The cast strength, probably I would like that a little bit better if it's the same mash bill and everything, just because I would like it to have a little more proof. But yeah, I'm curious to see what else to do. I'll probably pick up one of their next level bottles, and we'll take it like one step at a time there. Bobfoot says, what's your favorite bourbon? Mine's a little bit different, I guess. I like the Woodford's Double Oak as my number one go-to all day, every day. It's just my favorite. From there, I kind of just vary, and it changes from what I feel like I'm drinking that week. Lately, I've been drinking the New Riff Single Barrel. I've also been drinking the Still Austin Cask Strength and a lot of Redwood Empire. You know, I mean, I drink a lot of stuff, but those are like the ones I go to off camera. Eric says, "All right, now you gotta have a pour. Now, come on, Eric. I got a whole bottle here for you. You come have some." Mr. Joker in the chat says, "Love the gear. Call me old fashioned." Hey, I don't know how much longer I can wear this with it being allowed. You know, the Marlins are dog water, but I've been breaking it out. It's about to be football season, hockey season again. We have a caller calling in apparently on my cell. I'm live. You trying to call in or something? Is that what you're doing here?
No, I was calling to see the AI stuff.
Oh, I'll show it to you after the stream.
Just end it.
Nah. It wasn't that good.
I mean, it's pretty cool. All right, have fun.
All right, bye. Joker says, "Been off the map, brother." Yeah, I mean, you have been missing. JL says, "Have you had Lost Monarch?" Yeah, Lost Monarch was the first Redwood Empire I got. I actually really like it. I like it as like you can drink it without feeling bad because it's cheap. You can just throw it back. It's nothing too crazy, but it has good fucking flavors. And then I got the Pipe Dream. Then I got the Emerald Giant. And then I got Grizzly Beast and the Cask Strength Pipe Dream. I like them all. But there is something about the Lost Monarch that really just rubs me the right way. It's because I'm not typically a big fan of blended whiskeys. Like when they're trying to be a blended whiskey, for example. But it's fucking delicious. Redwood Empire's they're going the right direction by far. They need to sponsor the channel because I talk about them too much. Tuxedo said Total Wine and KC had Woodford's Double Oak for $38.99. Damn, that's a good price. Eric says, "Good call. Call me old fashioned. I think I will have New Rift." New Rift is bomb too. iRock says Bear Down. I think. Bobfoot says try Larceny. It has a nice orange note. I'm a fan of orange notes. I like citrus. Larceny has been one of those ones I really just haven't gone to, mainly because like I like Elijah Craig and it's good, but it's very similar is what I hear. And it's not like my favorite by any means, so LJ says Lost Monarch's the only one that he's had so far. It hits him just right as well. If you like Lost Monarch, and if you are a bourbon drinker, you're gonna like the Pipe Dream. I recommended Pipe Dream one time. Somebody didn't like it though. But I think unless you just really like high proof shit, then go that way. Get them all. It's like Pokemon. I'm trying to catch them all at this point. I'm dying to get the Screaming Titan one, but I don't want to drive to North Carolina randomly. So I'll end up getting it in the next month or two if it's still available up there. But here in Florida, it's not everywhere. So I haven't been able to get it. Joker says, "Aw, thanks. I miss you guys too. Haven't been on YouTube. Working my butt off." JL says, "Passing through Georgia next month. May grab 13 Colony." If you're going through Georgia, you'll be able to get some of their more specialty bottles because apparently all their allocated stuff, all their limited stuff is only allocated in Georgia. Hence, that's where they're there. But you'll be able to pick up the Double Oak one if it's not completely sold out. The Cask Strength that everybody's talking about right now. They have some ryes. I think I would want to try the rye. I think that may go over pretty well. Plus, it'll have a matching little bottle on the shelf, you know? That has that, like, Tiffany blue label. But, yeah, 13th Colony, I didn't realize, like, how small they were comparatively until today. Like, I knew they were small. I just didn't realize, like, fairly small. Their website's pretty legit, too. I like their website a lot. They have reviews from different creators on there. They have recipes, video recipes, right, for, like, stuff you can make with their bourbon. Like a mint julep, emerald aid, like a little limeade. But yeah, I love all that. It shows you're putting in the effort. I'm here for it. I'm gonna have to reach out to them. Maybe they send me something. Who's the master distiller? Graham Arthur. How do we get started? Because nobody told me I can. That's a cool way. But it's enough of me reading all that. If you guys want to check out the website. It's pretty cool. JL says, I just checked Screaming Titan, not in stock in my county of North Carolina. There's a few people that are in the chat quite often. They're in like the Raleigh area, and they tell me all the time it's right up the road from them. Last time I can't remember who it was exactly. They're like there's 3 bottles at their liquor store right now that they keep asking if I want them to pick it up for me. Mr. Joker says, that would be awesome. We meet up and call in together on Call Me Old Fashioned. But being honest, I don't really drink at all. Shame! Shame! I'm kidding. You don't have to drink to hang out. Now, granted, it's weird that you found us, though, but I'm here for it. This. Tuxedo says your free trial to Call Me Old Fashioned has expired. Joker says, I rarely drink. LOL. ICCW. What's ICCW? Well, like the whole stream kind of just tweaked out for a second. I was like, what just happened? And then Tuck said free trial ended. I'm like, wait, did something pop up saying free trial ended? Well, it's different. It's different from what I have on the shelf, I'd say. And that part I like. Oh, can still carry. I mean, Joker, so do I. I have my official card. Nobody told you to go drink and drive, but we said at the house. Well, ladies and gentlemen, besides Mr. Joker, what are you guys drinking on? What are you guys doing on your Saturday? Tuxedo said, me and Eric get the front seats. Lopez gets the hood after we hit him like a deer. Tater gets the trunk. Tuxedo, where am I sitting? You think I'm sitting bitch in the back seat? JL says, probably in the Youngsville store, North Raleigh, probably. Joker says, my wife got COVID, so I'm taking care of the house. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you're being able to step it up while she's out of commission. Tuxedo said, bro, you're sitting in your place. We come to you. Oh, my bad. We have a caller on the line. Who do we have? Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, where's my let's drop this down. Are you in the shower?
We are live from the shower. Look, I was thinking while I was in the shower, I was like, bro, people drink shower beers. What about shower old fashions? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's next level.
Do you have an old fashioned?
What bourbon show out there has got their #1 fans calling in the shower? That's commitment to the game, boys. If that doesn't earn a subscription and a like and a thumbs up, he's pouring a drink. I mean, look at this. We got OnlyFans and only bourbons in one shot. Trying to get my beer like that. I got moisturizer in here.
Okay. Do you have a shower old fashioned or no?
Should I?
Yeah.
Baby.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
Just a little glass of bourbon, yeah.
The water's gonna get cold, fam.
No, we got time. Just a little shot. She'll be right here. She'll be right here. That way we can complete it. If I turn around and you see my butt, just holler, okay?
Yeah. Mr. Joker said.
What did you say?
Joker said, "Let's all call him from the shower."
Yes. We all just got a line of a shower.
Bro, JL says, "I hope that phone's secure."
Bro, what? Bro, could you imagine, like, I start a trend? The only way you can call into the show is if you're look at the views. They're going to the roof. If everyone just starts calling in the shower, we might go to the stratosphere with this fucking thing. We might have cracked the code.
I think the phone might have dropped. And you're back.
Did you kick me out?
No.
Maybe you two did for puberty. Yes, ma'am. Wife's naked, delivering bourbon. Oh. Old-fashioned showers, man. What do we call it?
I guess I'm gonna have to change the name from "Call Me Old Fashioned" to "Call Me When You're in the Shower."
I mean, you're welcome. I mean, I don't.
Mr. Joker says, "Who calls in? Who's dropping the soap?" Oh, that's funny.
Wow, you weren't expecting that when you picked the phone, were you?
No, you asked for the link. I just didn't. The green room. I said, what's happening? The first time that we weren't like recording while you were in the shower.
Do what?
Do you remember the old skits?
Which ones? Oh, me right?
Yeah, when you were doing your intro.
Do you need me to after this? I go get the dinosaur nuggets.
I can roll a clip.
No.
Roll the clip.
All right, I'll let you get back to your normally scheduled.
All right, go dry off.
I'm gonna get my shower with your mom.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not what I was expecting. Probably not what you guys were expecting. But as you guys know, some shit sometimes just gets weird, you know? So, do you guys have shower beers? Is that like a thing? Like, do you guys like go in the shower and you're like, beer, or an old fashioned, or a pour? Like, do people bring pours into the shower? Am I slacking? When I go in the shower, I just bring like water. Professor said Jesus. Professor, did you see? Did you see it? You can roll it back. If not, it's not going nowhere. Tuxu says that was Professor says he does his best work while he's in the shower. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Joker says I do cold water in the shower. That's what I do. I get like an ice cold water. So once I get out, I'm like cooling down. You know, Professor says, yes, shower beer I bring. I'm not going to say I never did, but it's usually like when I'm like hammered. I'm just trying to keep the buzz going, but I do need a shower. So Professor says 2. You kind of get down on the beers though. So I can imagine you ain't lying there. Can you imagine you going, if I went into the bathroom sober, brought in like 3 old fashions, came out hammered, like that'd be kind of weird. Eric says he dropped the phone and the soap. Hey. That was funny, bro. The LJ, when he said, I hope that phone's secure, I'm like, what is his phone on right now? Is it on the soap shelf? What, a little slip, bro, and you're on the internet. I can't take it down. It would have been all just butt cheeks. Hey, maybe we go viral then, you know? Who knows? Call back in, drop your phone, bud. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, hey, maybe I like do the review of this, right? And the review, and then do a second like hangout stream. That way I can send 13 Colonies the review. If I send them that, they're going to be a little weirded out. They're going to be like, was there a guy in the shower? And I'm like, yeah. Shower old fashioned. Fester says, I get home all greasy from work, walk in with a small cooler of lattes, just straight, bro, kicks the boots off, picks the cooler up and heads to the shower. I know you work on like diesel trucks though, so like rightfully so. To me though, like it sounds stupid, but like if I was gonna have like a beer or an old fashioned, I wouldn't want to be standing in the shower because I take quick showers. I'm not trying to be in there that long. I don't feel like chugging a beer either, you know. So I would probably I'd have like a fucking bubble bath, you know, a little tray, a little old fashioned station in the bathroom. I'd be in there just like muddling sugar, give it a little mix, tell the wife bring some ice in, you know. Bubbles eventually die off. That's when I know I need to get out. Joker said, call me old fashioned. Your beard looks very pristine, very wild style, Viking style, and full. The beard is actually, I didn't clean it up before I went live. I just went live. The issue with my beard is like, when I hold the kid, I look down and it frays out, so it gets a little wide. And I got a lot more grays. I have a lot more grays in my beard since I started the channel, like back in December. If you go look at my early videos, I didn't have all this. Tuxedo says, we should have a segment for shower call-ins called Showers Not Growers. Showers Not Growers. Oh, Showers Not Growers. Instead of showers. Touche. Tuxedo, you'd have to, since you named it, you have to call in while you're in the shower, though. And you can't wear the Bills puffer jacket in the shower, even though that would be kind of funny. So, we picked this up yesterday. We also picked up some Smoke Wagon. Now, again, I only picked this up simply for the look of the bottle, right? Little American flag, little bald eagle, some pistols, red, white, and blue, and some stars. You know what I mean? It just looks good on the shelf. The juice, it's okay. It's drinkable. Nothing special, though. I'm about to have a pour of it now. Actually, let's not. I have something else. I have something else for us. I've had these since the very first bourbon hunting video I did. So I just always forget them because I always forget that there's bottles in here. It's a little 3-pack of Clyde Mays. Let me see if I can just pull up my second Camelone. There you go. Clyde Mays. It has the straight rye whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey, and original Alabama whiskey. So this was like $3 on sale at Total Wine. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and pick it up. $3 for like a fucking, that's like $1 a shot. I'm here for that. So let's slide this off the side for a second. Get my energy drink off here so nobody gets confused. Now, I don't have my other Glens in here, so I'm not going to do a new Glen per one. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the rye. I don't know. I'm feeling a little rye action, you know? That original Alabama whiskey is only 85 proof, which is fucking, who wants that? Joker says, guys, any pointers on easy dinners for the family? Don't know what to make tonight. McDonald's, I'm kidding. Easy dinners. I don't know. I don't really make easy dinners, to be honest. What sucks is like, I mean, you can get frozen stuff, but I don't, you know what I mean? Eric says, Joker, do some sloppy joes. That's not too hard, I'd say. Joker says, yo, that does sound amazing. Eric out here with the fucking, I got you, baby, don't worry. All right, so this is recipe number 3. Clydes made straight rye whiskey, 94 proof. What's else on here? Yeah, they don't have mash bills or nothing like that, but chilled or filtration, non-chilled filtered. What's that little thing say? Does it say a triple cork or triple oak? What the fuck? No, I don't know what that says. All right. Let's crack into these. Get a little... Oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Bro, it would have been a bad look. I couldn't open that thing. So, we did 13th Colony. Joker says, dang, Chef Boy or Eric. Bro, what are we doing? Bro, it's just like never-ending spinning. For sure gonna cut myself. I said I wanted to do the rye, but I don't know if we're gonna... We're not doing the rye, boys. Not right now, at least. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I'll have the wife come open it, apparently. What the fuck? All right. We have Clydes made straight bourbon whiskey, 92 proof. Yep, that's about it on there. Recipe number 2. Eric says, call me a fashion. I'm a fat ass. I love food. I'm here for it. I'm not talking shit. I love food too. Now, who here has had Clydes made? Clydes Maze. Clyde Maze. Anybody? Michael Skateboarding says, what's the best mix with White Claw? Okay. Michael, buckle up. I got you. Hold on 1 second. Right here. So, what you need to do. I'm not a fan of White Claw. It gives me the worst fucking hangover. But back in the day, right, we would pour about 2 White Claws in like a big Stanley cup, right before Stanley cups are cool, right? Now you have one of 2 options. You can go get a Crystal Light packet, sugar-free preferably because sugar adds the hangover, but whatever you prefer. Or a little bit of Mio. Now you want to go Mio Energy for a little pick-me-up, right? Throw a little ice, maybe a little lemon juice. That's how you fancy up a White Claw. Now, White Claw came out with their own little vodka. So what I would do is go get the black cherry vodka for White Claw, black cherry White Claws, couple shots of the vodka, whole White Claw, rinse or repeat with the Mio Crystal Light packet, Mio or Crystal Light packet, a little bit of lemon juice, a lot of ice. You're welcome. LJ says soap on hands. Joker says same. Eric, big foodie. Bonnie Whiskey says, hey, what's...
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, son. See you later.
It'll probably be
See you later. And your pizza outfit. Bonnie over Whiskey said, hey, what's up? Busy day. I missed 13th Colony review. Technically, yes, but it's still right here. So, Bonnie, what you really missed was High Top called in from the shower. It's worth a go back and watch, but that's up to you. Michael says, K, thanks. That's all I get for that? K, thanks? Not even, damn, call me old fashioned. You're the man. Appreciate that. Go try it, then come back, and then thank me properly. Gave you a little bit of, that's that summertime fuck me up. That vodka drink thing, that, bro, I used to get tore up off that in the summer. Back when I would drink dumb whatever. Tuxedo, I don't know what you just said, but I know it was spelled all wrong. LJ, or J, I keep saying LJ for some reason. JL says, no Clydes made yet for me. I mean, I have one, but it's like a 5-year age single barrel. So, and it's the bourbon one. So that's why I got these. I got them at the same time. But let's go ahead and try the straight bourbon whiskey 92 proof from Clyde Mays. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Like, it's not bad, but it tastes like Alabama whiskey. Like, it tastes like, where's my cousin at type of drink. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Nah, I'm not a fan. Joker says, I see Ripley lip reading what I said and smiled. Great. I try not to read everything. I don't know if he was talking to me. That's also why, like, I didn't read it. I didn't know if he was talking to somebody else. But he said, all I hear is blah, blah, blah. I'm a big pussy. I didn't know if it was to me, because maybe I'm a little behind in the chat, but I'm here for it. I'll read them. I read everything, or I try to at least. Bonnie says, I tried the Blue Label Clyde Mays single barrel pick, and it was trash. I don't have the blue. I have the black one. And the black one is actually fair. It's okay. It's not worth the money, but it's okay. It's 102 proof, though. That also kind of helps it. Like, these aren't even breaking 100 proof. But it doesn't, it just, it wasn't, I didn't care for it. I'm sure there's somebody out there that will like that. It's just not me. Not my style. JL says, just picked up Ben Holiday. Which one? Soft fried wheat, bottled and bond. Where are we at? I always almost pick that one up too, but sometimes I try to pick up what you guys recommend, and then I like forget about the stuff that I also want to get. I imagine if I didn't like that one, I'm not gonna like this one. This says original Alabama style whiskey, 85 proof. Joker says, LOL, when you were talking about the White Claw mix, this is channel Call Me Old Fashioned, not CMA White Claw. No, you fucking right. No, you got me. You got me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a big fat pussy. So, Joker, I will have to phrase, it's not like I was like, ooh, can't wait to have White Claws. I'm lying. I got a ain't no laws when they're drinking Claws t-shirt in my closet. But that was for a cruise. But even on the cruise, I had like weird shit. But that's what the wife would want. And I wasn't a fan of buying multiple bottles and spending a bunch of money on like one day of drinking. You know, I was like, fuck it, I'll just drink what you're drinking. And that's what she wanted. But it was also pretty tasty. No. That's a no, dog. That's a no. I'm going to save the rye for a different day when I can actually fucking open it. Let's go back to the leather shit. Bonnie, if you're still in here, you actually will probably like this. I like this too. It's a little sweeter. Now, the 13th Colony is 95 proof, 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. Tons of leather notes on it. Not as sweet as I'm used to, but it's still got a decent level of sweetness. But it's dominant leather. But not like old, dirty leather. It's like new, fresh leather. Like you break out a new shoe and you take a big old whiff. That's what it's like. If you can hear my kid crying, it's his bedtime. You guys know right around 9 o'clock is when he starts freaking out. So, JL says, bottled and bond. Have you opened it yet? What do you think? If you haven't, don't go cracking on my account. But I hear they're all good. So, Joker says, yeah, you were gay for 2 minutes explaining your mix. Claw, don't lie. Joker, why'd you take notes on it? Why are you going to go make it later then? Got him. Danielle says, cheers and go Panthers. Oh, thanks, Danielle. Clipsy says, yes, sir. Welcome to the stream, Clipsy. Bonnie over Wussy says, might like the cast strength more. I agree. I do think you will like the cast strength more because I think it's, even me, I think I would like the cast strength more. But this is the way I kind of think about bottles, right? And think about things I actually want to spend my money on. There's a lot of YouTubers, there's a lot of streamers that will go out and they're just going to go buy the most expensive thing because it's going to get them views, and that's totally fine. Do you, boo-boo. For me, 150 bucks on a bottle for one video that may or may not do good, I'm good. You know what I mean? I want to have a bar and a selection of stuff that I really like to drink or things I know I really don't like, right? So I was like, let's start with the baseline first. It's under 50 bucks. I got it for free because they forgot to ring it up, but whatever. But this bottle is under 50 bucks. And this is what most people are going to be picking up. You know, most people are not going to go spend 150 on the cast strength. Do I think the cast strength is going to be better? Absolutely. Because the only thing this thing's missing is a little bit of punch, right? A little bit of kick. And because it's 95 proof, it's not even breaking 100. That's what it's missing. But it's still good, but it just needs a little more kick. Joker said true. Daniel says, laugh my ass off. And then cheers to everybody else. Joker says, Chuckles in the building. What's up, Daniel? Oh, Chuckles, I get it. Liz says, cheers, boys. Everybody, welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, drop a little like on the stream. It does help us grow a little bit. Again, if you ain't already subscribed, what are we doing? Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,500. So, 13th Colony, end result, end review, in a sense, to recap, reconfigure. I think it's worth the buy. I think it's worth to pick up because it's cheap. Like, if you're going to spend over 50, don't do it. Mine was like $39.99 at the store, so I was going to get it like 40 bucks. You know, which I think that's where the value really is. If you have to spend more than that, don't pick it up. Liz says, who's Chuckles? It's Danielle. Because when Danielle called in, all she did is laugh. JL says, have not cracked it yet. First time stopping by for the live. Thanks for the content you share. Cheers all. Gotta bounce and get the kids to bed. I feel you, bro. Good luck. May the 4th be with you. But yeah, we go live every Friday around 9 p.m. So make sure you tune back in. And then, yeah, JL, fuck me, bro. I keep saying your name wrong. That's my bad. JL, we'll see you on the other side. Joker says, hit that like button and subscribe. Eric says, Danielle, we've been worried about you. Where the hell have you been? Liz says, hi, Danielle. Danielle says, hi, Elizabeth. I'm not gonna, so if you guys did notice, I've been trying to not read the comments that I know are not directed completely at me, except for that little section right there. Right. Somebody said something to me the other night, was like, why didn't you read my comments? I go, they weren't even to me. They were to the chat. So, you know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to just be like a teleprompter. I'm just trying to comb through them. Danielle says she went out last night. That's crazy because we were live and, I mean, Fridays are pretty booked up, but whatever. Bro, leather shoe. Like, if you put a little caramel, a little drop of vanilla on a shoe, and licked it, that's what this is. But, like, in a good way, though. In a good way. I know it sounds weird. Somebody comes from me for descriptions on a bottle, by the way. Bro, I bet you I make more people sober than anything. Because my descriptions are not delightful sounding. I'm giving you what I actually think. But it's good. What sucks, I bet you if it was like 100 proof, it'd make a really good old fashioned. Because it has a little bit of that grittiness as far as like the leather goes. That probably would pair well with the sweetness that you put in for an old fashioned. Joker says, do you ever smoke your drinks? Joker, is this your first day, bud? Of course I smoke my drinks. All the time. Almost every time somebody brings it up, it's right here. Joker, there was a night, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not nowhere near drunk enough. I smoked one of my Porous in my Glen. We were being a little reckless that night. iRock in the Discord says, the fuck is a pillar bear? Guys, if you haven't already, join the Discord. We, honestly, I'd love to say it's all bourbon and whiskey in there, but to be honest, it's all like everything else, and it's completely off the wall, but it's entertaining. I gotta turn my notifications off at night because you guys are... Bro, nobody popped in a little after party last night. Me and Tuxedo had a little town hall meeting with just me and him. And then all of a sudden the chat popped off at 3 a.m. and went nuts. So... Tuxedo, he'll probably drop the link to the Discord in the chat because I never remember it. But again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, people. Appreciate it, everybody. Joker says, nice. Hey, I've never seen, but I've been in limbo. Joker, and you wanted to be a mod. Not even here, bud? You have kids, I get it. Totally get it. But no, typically when I make an old fashioned, I almost always taste it first, then smoke it. We made an old fashioned last night, I believe. Oh no, we made, I did the Bullet pre-mixed Manhattans. It's not my thing, but it was okay. It was drinkable. Tuxedo did drop the Discord link. It's in the chat. So feel free for anybody. It doesn't cost any money yet. In the future, you never know. I'll definitely have like a member section in there where I'm a little bit more active when that time comes. But right now, just go in there, have some fun, talk some shit, you know, have good conversations. I try to bring in like the bourbon and whiskey talk, but everybody else talks about everything else. So there's funny conversations in there. The other night, I spent like half my night scaring Tuxedo Cat when he was in the hotel. I just kept dropping like Exorcist memes, which was pretty funny to me. So, but again, welcome to the stream. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, drop a little like. We just did the review on 13th Colony, a little Georgia distillery, 95 proofer. It's worth a pickup if it's under 50 bucks. Worth the pickup. I think what I'll do is, since it's about 9 o'clock, Daniel says after party night, probably not. I'm probably going to go watch a movie with the wife. I don't know what movie yet, but we'll get there. Tuxedo says, call me old-fashioned. Tries to keep us on track, but then it goes off the rails. It does. I have to give the kid a bath or something, and then I come back and it's fucking... just to give you perspective how weird the Discord got, I came back in the chat one time, and there was a bunch of dudes grating carrots over a chick one time. That was the meme, and I was like, what the fuck? Shit was weird. But funny conversations, so feel free to join. You don't have to. I don't care if you do or not, to be honest. Like, if you want to chat, you want to have some conversations. Typically on the Friday live streams, I'll do like an after party in there where we kind of hang out, just a voice chat, not on camera, not recorded. We just shoot the shit. You know what I mean? So That's what it's mainly for. And for you guys to hang out with each other. Tuxedo says, call me old-fashioned bailing on his consultant. I got enough information from you last night. You bailed on me last night. But you guys, let's pick, by the way, just because I like bringing it up because Tuxedo Cat said it. He says I sound a lot more sexy in the Discord than I do here. I'm just saying. He said it, not my words. Those are his words. But I'll let you guys pick my next pour. And then we may call it an early one because we've already been live an hour. So, but yeah, you guys know most of my collection. What should we have next? Joker says Deadpool. I wish. It's not on Amazon Prime Video or whatever we call it. Why is that shit not focusing? There it goes. Tuxedo says, stop saying that. No, I'm going to keep saying it. Gets the people going. Fabian says, Bardstown. You were here last night when I said that too. I'm here for it. I like the Bardstown. Because Mr. Joker said something, I want to do something a little weird with this pour. So I'm going to go with the Bardstown Single Barrel. Right? You guys know I talk about this one a lot because it's one of my favorite ones. It's 126.8 proof. This one is, it's got the proof that keeps it, it keeps it up there. But it's also kind of sweet. It has a little chocolate note, vanillas, caramels, cinnamon, stuff like that, right? Doesn't have a ton of oak, even though it has a little bit. But I think what would be cool is if we smoke this. Joker said smoking drinks. Now I'm thinking it. I'm going to smoke it with cherry chips, though. I think that could enhance it a little bit. And it may fuck it up. But that's okay. I'll be pissed if it fucks it up, but I doubt it. It's my drink. I'll drink it. Tuxedo said, Eric, call me old-fashioned getting exiled when we take office. That's crazy because I'll ban you from it, all the chat, bud. What's up? Don't play with me. You can go hang out with your other whiskey tubers. Just for standard purposes. Joker says, replace bottle with second camera. What are we talking about, bud? What do you mean? You want me to do just my second angle? Oh, I can do this. If that's what you mean. Oh my God. What are we doing? Camera. Using my uncle glass. Oh. Nova Scotia. Joker says, what? He has other whiskey tubers? Yo, I only have one. Tuxedo Cat be cheating, bro. He be talking to other people. Eric got samples from another guy, so they're all over the place, Joker. They cheat on me like nobody's business. I'm like the side piece. But anyway, that's smoke and pour. Is that normal? Absolutely not. I don't know if we recommend that yet. So it mixes it? It doesn't mix in. It floats. It's on top, bud. I can mix it myself if I really wanted to, but it's not like gonna absorb it. Smoke attaches to liquid. It kind of like tries to sit on top. So you can see it in there. Science, bitch. kind of like that. Kind of like that. Eric says, so what happened with the sample bottles of the Infinity bottle? I got them right here. Eric, I don't know if you've been in the Discord today, but basically my computer wanted to take a shit. I honestly didn't know I was going to be able to ever go live again because my computer just didn't want to work. I was working on it from like 11 o'clock to maybe an hour and a half ago. I did stop to go to Costco though. So, but yeah, so like I didn't even know if the live stream was going to happen right. And then I figured out a couple pieces, was able to get it working. So I was like, all right, cool. But I didn't post about it, so I felt kind of bad. But yeah, I have sample bottles. I got a few. Not everybody's going to get one. Eric says, call me old-fashioned. You're my main squeeze, though. Please, baby, I'll never do it again. No, I don't believe you, fam. You out there getting samples from somebody else, now you're asking me about my samples? Why don't you go get your other samples? No, I'll probably end up doing like a random midweek stream. And that will be for just, I'll try to just have like the normal OGs come in there. But I would say, if you want a sample of the Infinity bottle that we made, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, maybe you're not here long enough. I don't know. Maybe it's a shot. Maybe it's not. It's high proof shit though. Just all just blended of high proof crap. But I would say you'll be able to probably message me your address for me to mail it to you in Discord. Not in like the group chat, but individually. So I would say if you want one, maybe join the Discord. So yeah. Eric, Tuxedo Cat, you know, I'm pretty sure Mr. Joker wants one. Those are people already in the Discord, so we'll be good to go on that. Eric said, or Danielle says, my only whiskey channel. This better be your only channel, Danielle. Eric says, I already did. They were good. Sorry, I mean, they were not as good as you. No, don't try to kiss ass now, Eric. It's too late, bud. It's too late. I have Eric's address. I'll send over his COVID samples. I mean the bourbon samples to his house. Texter said, floundering. Floundering! Tuck says, I don't need one. Damn, bro. All right, cool. You asked about them, though. Not me. Danielle, I will say I don't actually know if I can mail it to you because you're in Canada. That might be sketchy. I haven't looked into that yet. That shit's probably going to go to customs for sure. I'll mail it to a P.O. box in like Minnesota. I don't know. I can't remember what state's close to the border. Joker really wants me to acknowledge the silent bitch. Yeah, I know it's from Breaking Bad. I know it's from Breaking Bad. That's where it came from. Joker says, I want one. You don't even drink, bud. Bonding Over Whiskey? Yeah, you're in the Discord too, though. I know Bonding Over Whiskey wants one, so we'll get him one too. Tuxedo says, yeah, Danielle's out. Last thing I want is to fucking be arrested for mailing fucking whiskey, you know? Send mine to my VP. Kat, you really don't want one, bud? What the fuck? That's fucked up. I crafted with my own hands. What I thought was cool is like you guys helped pick what bottles went in. You know, we voted on some polls, right? A lot of ties though, a lot of ties. But it was a group effort. He's like, I can taste. It's hot. Bro, it is fucking. Here, let me bring her down. Little cherry red action. if I had to guess the proof, probably like 120. If I had to guess. Send mine to a person in need. What? Eric says, hey, bro, I sent you samples. You'll be good. Yeah, to you. I know that. But to Danielle over the border, that's kind of sketchy. If it can get to Danielle without customs, would be good. Customs would catch it, though. Tuck says, I've got a great thing for the after party tonight. Tuck's dying to do an after party. Professor says, what we up to? Professor, you may want one. I can mail you one too if you want. I don't know if this is your jam, but we're talking a little 13th colony. We did some, what were these? Clydes made little shooter things. Tasted those. They were fucking trash. But I have an infinity bottle. We made this on stream. This is a mixture of a lot of things on the shelf. Buffalo Trace, Blanton's, E.H. Taylor. Those were the lower proof stuff. But then we have some Jack Daniel's single barrel in here. We have some Woodford's double oak. We have, I can't remember. We have some Wild Turkey rare breed. I put a bunch of shit in here. So I'll be mailing out some samples soon. I'll have a separate stream simply just to be able to do those on stream. And then we'll make sure we get them out to the right people. So Professor, if you want one, stay tuned. Danielle says it's a pretty ball. It keeps fucking focusing on my face. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, it's I got this for Christmas from the wife. So this is a little decanter bottle. It's nice. Joker says I'll add Addy in the Discord. I mean, you want to jump into the Discord, and then when that time comes, you would message me your address. I would have you delete it pretty much right after I got it. So. Just in case. Professor says a custom tune. It is. It's built off of like the stuff that I like to drink. Not a lot of rye in there. So if you're a big rye guy, it's not like a rye. It's very much a bourbon forward, like a higher proof bourbon. Professor says, have you found a new budget favorite? My budget favorite still, as of right now, is going to be the Jim Beam Black 7-year age. This one's under 20 bucks. It's not like super complex or anything like that. It has a good vanilla, good caramel note, a little bit of oak. But besides that, like under 20 bucks, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to beat that. It's delicious. The only thing missing is I wish I had a little bit more proof. But yeah, because that one's so cheap and I like it, that one's right now at the top for budgets. Joker says, when are we doing this? Maybe like midweek. Probably won't be on my Friday stream, but you never know. Stay tuned. Professor says, looks like something in House of Cards. I don't know what that is. Bro, a Joker out here going, I don't drink, but I got these for you, man. You want some samples? First one's free. So, that is what we're talking about. That's where we're at. Netflix show. Oh. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I don't watch a lot of like different TV shows too often. Like I said, the wife was watching The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, whatever. So anytime the TV was on, that's what was on. That, I watch a lot of Dancing Fruit. If you have kids, you know what Dancing Fruit is. Professor says, you like the new riff stuff? was going to send my stepdad some. I love New Rift. New Rift is one of my favorites right now. But I would go with single barrel. All right, they have the New Rift, just bourbon, or the New Rift rye. I would go with the single barrel of each one because the single barrels don't vary too much from what I've experienced, and they have a little bit higher proof, only for a couple extra bucks. So I would say the single barrels are definitely worth it. But New Rift hasn't given me anything that's been bad yet. Same thing with like Redwood Empire. They're both delicious. So New Rift is on the end down here, right there. Fred says wife watches Love Island in all countries. Bro, you get it. You know the pain. He's a big Jefferson's Ocean fan. I'm not a big Jefferson's Oceans fan, but Jefferson's Oceans is just like normal bourbon, nothing too crazy with it. It has a little bit of a saltiness to it, which is what I don't like about it, but some people may like it. So I would say New Rift is good for almost anybody because they have a couple different offerings. So if he's more of a rye person, go rye. If he's more of a bourbon person, then go bourbon. The single barrel is a way to go either way because of the proof and the price. Eric says, call me old fashioned. Well, obviously you are watching something tonight instead of this after party. Daniel says, dun dun dun. I just meant like I'm going to go hang out with the wife for a little bit. That's all. She's going to put the kid down. We're going to go watch a movie. That's it. Like watch a movie in the room. So you never know. You never know what may happen. She may say, screw you. I'm going to go watch fucking Bachelorette, you know? And then I'll be back in here because I'm not going to watch that. Or maybe we go watch fucking Mean Girls or something. I don't fucking know. Usually I pick the movies, and usually it's like a space movie. Like my favorite movie is Interstellar. Like we're going way off topic, but Interstellar is fucking my favorite movie. Interstellar, I like Wolf of Wall Street too, but that's whatever. Professor says, best $100 bottle, aka make another kid. I'm not making another kid. I'm not making another kid, Professor. You got me fucked up. We got one. I'm good with that. I'm good with that one. Joker says, yeah, Netflix and chill, motherfuckers. That's funny. Eric says, EH can get on the after party too. Maybe I like pop in for just a second and like maybe me and her have a drink with you guys to start with. How about that? How about that? We'll do that. I'll force her to do that. We'll chitty chat while I look for the movie or something. But yeah, space movies, fucking basic, bro. Space movies, war movies, or just we watched that civil rights movie, not civil rights, or maybe it was Civil War. It was like about a photographer going through this World War. Professor says Friday Night Lights is my go-to. Is that how y'all get down? You just turn on a little Friday Night Lights and just boom. Eric says, Professor, is that secondary or MSRP? Oh, for the best $100 bottle. Honestly, you'd have to say, like, for me, like, if I was going to recommend something, I would have to be like, hey, MSRP, or I would have to say secondary as well, because you never really know. I don't want to be like, oh, best bottle under 100. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Best bottle under $100 is E.H. Taylor, but if you find it, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that. I would say the Bardstown single barrel is like $80, and it's been worth the money for me, but it's a single barrel, so it's hard to kind of get again. I don't use $100 as a mark because that's a little too steep for me, as far as being like, hey, like what's the best $100 bottle? Because I don't buy a lot of $100 bottles that are actually worth $100. Russell's Reserve private barrel. So I'd say when you start wanting to spend like $100, you want to start looking at private barrels, single barrels, things like that, because those start being a little bit more pricey, but they're a little bit more worth it as well. Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast is also another $85 bottle. That one's probably my go-to right now as far as like pricey wise. But that bar sounds a little bit better. Eric says, oh wait, I missed a bunch. Professor says, Fury is a great war movie. Touche. Joker says, who's running this after party? Typically Tuxedo Cat and me. Eric says, Joker, when I get buzzed, I will peer pressure hard as fuck. That's kind of weird. Eric says, mine under 100 is Weller 107. Joker says, damn it, yep, Call Me Old Fashioned is right. You definitely be cheating. Definitely. Definitely. Another like decent bottle for like a little bit more price is the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So I would go with something like that. Yeah, there's not a lot of bottles at like $100 exactly that are like exactly worth it. Like for example, I spent 110 on Blanton's, but I would never spend that again. That was secondary, obviously. The same liquor store I bought that from is also the one that didn't ring me up for this one. So Professor says, okay, let's try this again. Christmas 300 whiskey bundle. What do you think? Well, Professor, you're gonna have to stay tuned because I'll make a video on that. $300. $300 is hard because it just depends on the person. I would obviously start with Woodford's Double Oak, around $50, right? Go with, that's a good one. Let's bring in a budget bottle. I'm gonna go Jim Beam Black, 7-year age. Now we're up to, let's just call it 80 with tax so far, right? Now we got to get a rye, right? You got to have a good rye in there too. I'm gonna go Bullet Rye 12-year, right? That's another like $50. So now they're up to 120, right? We got 3 bottles, 120. We got to get a Redwood Empire in there. If he likes a lot of proof, actually, what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna grab the Redwood Empire Lost Monarch because it's different, right? It's a blended whiskey, $35, right? 150 now. We're halfway there. I'm gonna grab New Riff Single Barrel at like 60, right? So now we're at 210. I'm gonna probably pick up. I'm probably gonna pick up maybe like a premix, right? I'd probably go pick up the Bullet Premix Old Fashioned and the Premix Manhattan. They're $15 a pop, so we're looking at 30. That's just like stocking stuff for style, right? Just to make it look larger, but also pretty good stuff, right? So now we're up to what, 240. We got $60 to work with. I'll probably pick up like one of two. We already have a double oak, but if he's like an oakier kind of person, maybe Old Forester 1910. If he's not, let's go Old Forester 1920, right? That's 115 proof, so you're getting a little bit higher proof in there. So either that, actually, scrap that. You want to pick up Wild Turkey Rare Breed instead. That's the Christmas list. That's what you're picking up. All of that. Professor says Bullet Rye. Bullet Rye 12-year. Bullet Rye 12-year is my favorite rye so far. I like it better than the regular Bullet Rye. Have to get a splash at the end. The rare breed is a little bit higher proof. So that's what I'll go with. Because I got like a good variation, right? You got some double oak. You got some basic mixer stuff as far as Jim Beam Black 7-year age. You got a blended whiskey, which is again like more of like a daily sipper style. The rare breed's more of their like specialty pour because it's also higher proof. You know, so that's what I'm going with. If you can find something more allocated, a little bit tougher to get, then sure, you can swap it out for one of those. Love the 12-year, no Penelope. I mean, Penelope would have been good, but I don't know the kind of person we're talking about, so. I missed something here. YOLO. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching the stream. We're going to go ahead and shut her down. Go ahead and head over to the after party. I'm going to see if the wife wants to have a drink with you guys, and we'll sit there and we'll chit-chat for a minute. Nothing too long, by the way. But yeah, head over there. We're going to go. So if you don't have the Discord link, Tuxedo will drop it in the chat. But he also already dropped it before, so feel free to scroll back on that. Usually it's also in the description as well, but I don't think I put it today. But we're going to go do a little after party in the Discord. And then, yeah, appreciate you watching. Make sure you stay tuned. We go live every Friday around 9 p.m. And, of course, as always, cue the music, cue the music. Here, let me rephrase. Joker, just so you know, it is in the community tab. You can scroll down, you can hop in Discord there as well. I didn't delete it, so feel free. But yeah, go head over to the Discord, we'll hang out. If you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you boys on the other side. Peace.